Hi, welcome to Lovin Sheila, the podcast. It's wonderful to be back with you today. Um, this is the shorts version. I'll say it's been quite a week. It's yeah, it's been quite a week. I'm going to jump into this. I've had some. I think I think this week has actually just challenged me to use a lot of the things that I've been talking about. There have been difficult conversations and things that I had to lean into and make sure that I expressed myself and make sure that my words were heard and my thoughts were heard and I had a couple run-ins, I might call it, where I really had to evaluate how I wanted to proceed, if I wanted to be the peacekeeper or if I wanted to step forward. And, just all the things just different things that I've been working on. I'm always getting questioned a little bit about the things that I'm talking about. I'll get text or I'll get calls sometimes, and just like what is this about or whatever the case may be. And everything that I do is all from my experiences. It's all the things that over these last several years of my life that, I'm incorporating. Could be 30 years ago, it could have been a week ago, but just things that I processed and put together and, came up with some type of opinion about moving forward and how I want to proceed with my life. And, I really just want to proceed with free, being open. And and I was talking to someone this week, and I said I'm so easy to talk on my podcast about things that are personal to me, which I find this is open to the world, but it's difficult in my interpersonal relationships to have those same conversations. And so I'm working on that because I think this has been therapeutic for me. It's been a way for me to just say what I want to say, and then personally I have to like apply the same things. So that's what I'm doing right now, and I want to entitle this "Don't Lose Heart," because the Bible says man looks on the outward appearance, but God looks on the heart. And I've looked at a lot of my situations and my relationships based on the heart of what I feel the person is, how they responded to me. Was it all based on their needs and what they needed, or was there a heart that wanted to love me with an agape love? And so that's why I'm looking at more of the heart of the matter, because God looks deeper and I want to be deeper. I don't want to be shallow. Like I said, I've been prone to love bombing and things like that before. And so those things cannot last. they cannot, they will not persist. Okay. They will end and we'll get to the real person soon. And so it's really being patient and exercising some patience and allowing that to come out. And that's what I've learned over the years. And it's not easy because, you know, we all want to be amused or maybe even seduced with words, but words are just that, and they're not actions. And we need to make sure that we are holding ourselves and others accountable because, even my therapist told me some time ago that I wasn't really holding folks accountable. And so now I'm trying to hold folks accountable to their words, hold myself accountable to what I say that I'm going to do and who I am, and Lovin Sheila. And, people like to remind you that I was watching some nonsense on TV the other day. My son was like, "Why are you watching this? You're killing your brain cells." And Love Sheila. And it kind of threw me off for a minute because I was like, why am I watching this? And then I realized I know I'm watching this, and I responded to him because I do a lot of adulting on a day-to-day basis. And if I want to escape for a minute and let's watch something mindless and free my mind, that's what I will do. And so that was my response to that. But at the end of the day, it all goes back to, the heart. I may have digressed for a moment. It all goes back to the heart. And I was thinking about something last year on the day that my husband filed for divorce. I, and it was very, I don't know, I can't explain it. There was a lot of mixed emotions. There were a lot of emotions. And I remember that day I took a trip to see my brother in Austin, because I wanted a safe place. I wanted to be around loved ones. Not that I knew that was going to happen, it was just all the pressure that led up to that. So as I'm heading out, I get I'm on my way to the airport. I get a call from my son who isn't very excitable, and he tells me, "Fight on, fight on." He's so excited. He's like, I could barely understand what he's saying. Then I realized, oh, he got accepted to USC, and I knew that was what he wanted. And so I was very happy because in this very low moment, I felt like, oh, there's hope, there's a future because something was ending in my life, yet something that we had worked for was beginning in our life. And I had spent so much time placing a lot of emphasis on education and focus with my son, through everything, through all of our experiences, through the highs and the lows. And I tried to tell him, like, even when things got really bad, I told him nothing changes. The same plan we had previously is the same plan we have moving forward. And so when I got the call from him, and he was in Chicago at the time, it brought tears to my eyes. And I didn't kind of feel like, I was like, we did it, because I took some ownership of that, because I fought really hard, and I lost a lot in the process. And so it was just a very low moment to a high moment. And what I felt at that time is I felt God was with me. I felt that though I was experiencing some loss and I was grieving and all, he made me know that things are still going to happen for you. You know, life is still going to be good for you. Keep on moving, endure this pain. You will get through it. He let me know that he had more for me. There was something else for me. And, that's just the beginning. So much more has happened since then. But that was just a pivotal moment. And so, so he went to this school, and it was very expensive. And they didn't give us any financial aid. And now I'm a single woman and doing this on my income. And it was challenging. And now we're about to finish our first year there. And I made my last payment yesterday for this year. And I'm excited. I'm thrilled. I am stressed. I can't say it's not a financial burden. It's taught me maybe a little more financial management, more mindfulness. But at the same time, in the midst of it all, I don't see the provision for this vision that we have. But we stepped out, we trusted God. We're doing it, we're doing it alone, but we are making it through. And so I'm looking at the heart of the matter, because in my heart I had faith, in my heart I believed, in my heart I trusted. In my heart I was going to do my Lovin Sheila journey, but I didn't know where it was going to take me. And it has brought me to a lot of places, brought me some joy, some pain, some discovery, some awareness, uh, some loss. Of course, I can't deny some loss, some grief, but that's all part of the process, because I was listening to one of the pastors I listen to quite often. And he said when he was young, he used to pray, Lord, if it's your will, God, let it be easy. And of course, we know that's not how things work. When we're in God's will, it can be very difficult and very challenging. And we have to look at our heart and know if we have the heart for it. So no matter how difficult it gets, I feel like I'm coming out swinging. I'm here for it. I'm stepping up for it. And I'm going to navigate and do everything I can to get through it with God's help, with his enabling power. So I'm saying don't lose heart, because sometimes these things, lose the ending of a marriage is hurtful. It's depressing. It's sad. It's all those things, you know. But even through that, when you're going through that, you still have, there's other things. Like I said last week when I was talking about rejection, we need to look at a wider view. And though that was ending, and there were other things that were beginning, and so I had to take less myopic approach to viewing my life and viewing my happiness. And, realizing in that moment, I found happiness in the success that I got my son where he needs to be, and trusting that we'll be able to continue this. And furthermore, realizing we made it through 1 year and we only have a couple more years to go. So, God is good, God is faithful. I'm happy. I know that He has taught me to dig deeper, to look, to give all I can to find, to be resourceful, and that's what I would encourage all of you to do. Dig deeper, be resourceful. Don't lose heart. Sometimes, even when it's God's will, when it's for you, it's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be challenging. You're going to come against opposition, but persevere, move forward, don't give up. That's what I would encourage you today. Don't lose heart. This battle is not for the faint at heart, it's for the strong, and we are strong and we can do this. And that's just a small little version of this. Trust me, the week was hard. I was wondering, oh, where's this last payment coming from? I've exhausted all I can think of, but God is faithful. He will not leave us nor forsake us. I have to say it. I have to testify and let you know that's where my source is. That's my strength. And yeah, that's all I have to say. I will see you on the next Lovin Sheila podcast. Until then, take care of yourself. Thank you for watching. Oh, and don't forget, like, subscribe, comment, and